to Channel 42, where we answer your questions about life, the universe, and everything. I'm Susie Q, and tonight we have our story on Gerry Connolly's race to become Congressman of Virginia's 11th District. Starting us off with Mr. Connolly's background and other relevant information is Susie Q.
Thanks, Susie Q. Gerry Connolly is the current 11th District Congressman and is now running for re-election. Harvard graduate, Connolly is a Democrat who is serving his 6th term in the U.S. House of Representatives. Prior to his job in Congress, he has served for 14 years on Fairfax County's Board of Supervisors, including 5 years as chairman. Beginning in 2008, he has been District 11's congressman and continuing into today. As a congressman, he has helped make improvements to Northern Virginia's transportation and election systems. He's found savings in federal IT procurement and data center consolidation, and reformed U.S. foreign aid, among other things. His campaign is focused on a wide variety of issues, including economy and immigration, federal employees, reform government, transportation, veterans, foreign policy, seniors, environment/energy, criminal justice reform, education, technology, gun safety, equality, and animal welfare.
Well, that was quite an impressively long list, wasn't it, Susie Q? Well then, while Susie Q collects her bearings, let's move on to Susie Q for a short look at Gerry Connolly's opponent, Miss Manga. No one on set knows how to pronounce her name without butchering it, so instead we're just going to call her Miss Manga from here on out. Take it away, Susie Q. Miss Manga is the Republican who is going to be running against Mr. Connolly in the 11th District election. She hasn't held any form of office, but the professional career-wise, she did work with the Department of Defense and DHS. Issues she emphasized in her campaign were shorter and included the importance of reopening schools, the need for school choice, defending constitutional rights, defending law and order in our community, gangs and sanctuary police, strong national security, our nation's veterans, and opening the American economy back up. Ms. Manga wants to remove law enforcement that is treating citizens unfairly. She's also strongly against gangs who are involved in human trafficking and wants to fight back against them primarily by getting rid of sanctuary cities. Ms. Manga supports aggressive approach to global terrorism and other countries that may want problems with the United States. She also wants to make sure that veterans are treated better and get their fair share because many are struggling right now. She supports providing paychecks to Americans who are adversely affected by the pandemic regarding the economy. And now Susie Q with an overview of Mr. Connolly's goals and stances. Thanks, Susie Q. Economically, Connolly has worked to improve working conditions and will still fight for that. Connolly's take on immigration is that we should have paths for immigrant children, such as the DREAM Act and DACA. He also believes that healthcare should be available to all his constituents and at a higher quality. Connolly believes that the government needs to invest more in federal workers because of how hard they work and the amazing job that they do. He believes that we can achieve good government by overseeing the executive branch as one of the most serious responsibilities of Congress and the United States. Connolly wants to invest more in public transportation like metros. He also wants to provide veterans with things such as higher quality health care, better pay, and access to services when needed. Connolly is a believer that diplomacy is better than military when it comes to dealing with foreign nations. He also wants to provide senior citizens with support and opportunities to stay active members of the community. Connolly wants to push for protecting America's environment and pushing for investing in cleaner, renewable energy. He wants to improve transparency in training law enforcement and has already done so through multiple acts in order to improve criminal justice reform. Connolly believes that kids are very important to our society and wants to prioritize spending on schools. He also believes that a strong and innovative technology agenda will be an important thing for America to stay globally competitive. Connolly is a very strong supporter of the Common Sense Safety Act legislation and wants assault weapons banned. He believes there should be equal rights for the LGBT community and no discrimination based on sexual preference. Connolly has continuously supported important legislation to end animal cruelties. That's enough from me. Back to you, Susie Q. Thank you for the wonderfully detailed report, Susie Q. Now at this point, you may be wondering, who's going to win the people's favor? Well, we have you covered. We already have Susie Q out in the field. Let's cut to her now. Thanks, Susie Q. We're out here in the field asking the populace about their opinions on the 11th district election. You there, sir!
Oh, hello there.
What are your opinions on the 11th district election?
The election between Connolly and Manga Antamanahamada?
Yes, exactly.
Well, I'd say that Connolly will quite easily win this election. The majority of people in the District 11 are Democratic and they tend to agree with his values. Unlike his competitors' views on opening schools, everybody is so uneasy about opening them too early at the risk of COVID, and her plan is to open up the schools. It just doesn't sit well with some people.
Thank you so much. That was a wonderful interview. Okay, next one. Ma'am, what do you think the results will be of the 11th district election?
I believe Mr. Connolly will win like he does every election. He's been our congressman since 2008, you know. And most of the time he wins with a decently large majority.
Okay, thank you. Oh, wait. What's your name? Just so we can, add it to the banner.
It's Susie Q.
Oh, that's crazy. That's my name, too, and the names of my 4 co-hosts. Run. Go. Well, that was Susie Q in the field. I hope you learned a little something about the approaching election. Next time we'll be discussing why every news anchor in the studio is named Susie Q and looks almost exactly the same. The reason may shock you. Till next time, this has been Susie Q from Channel 42. Goodbye!